Aries. Aries symbol business strategy can thrive, and intimate matters benefit from further thought today, dear Aries. Otherwise, it's a very relationship-focused day. As well, your planetary ruler moves into your professional and public sector today, where it will stay until March 6th. It's an ambitious period when you can fly professionally, or motivation is strong to get things done, perform, and accomplish. Structuring your time will be critical, but you will also benefit from toughening up in some way. Sometimes, being a tad dispassionate can help you get over certain humps and take care of business. You'll want to do things your way during this cycle, which can sometimes stir up opposition. You are self-motivated and prefer to be your own boss right now? Taurus. Taurus symbol emotional honesty and willingness to recognize others as integral to your success and fulfillment are in focus today, dear Taurus. You're also in the frame of mind to organize and handle details. Still, Mars moves into your adventure sector for a stay until March 6th. And you are enthusiastic and bolder than usual in the weeks ahead. This will be more apparent after Venus ends its retrograde on January 29th. You seek more life experience or exciting, non-routine activities. At the same time, your appetite for learning can expand. This Mars ingress is supportive, helping to motivate and energize you. It's a good cycle for moving about more freely and independently with less resistance from others. This can also be a time of greater interest in, or passion for, your ideas, beliefs, and projects. You seem to need this extra boost of energy, dash of independence, and outgoing push right now. Gemini. Gemini symbol with today's transits. Dear Gemini, your ability to listen and make anyone feel interesting and at ease is even stronger than usual. It's a fine time for solving problems. Also today, Mars moves into your solar 8th house for a transit that lasts until March 6th. This shift releases its direct pressure on your sign that's been in effect since mid-December. It puts you in a good place to sort out issues related to sharing and power dynamics in relationships. In the weeks ahead, Mars animates and energizes your private world. You put more energy into your relationships and/or self-understanding during this cycle. You want to make internal changes now, which can result from external conflicts. This can be an excellent time to take the lead or take action in connection with shared finances, loans, or debts. However, it's best to wait until after Venus and Mercury end their retrogrades on January 29th and February 3rd, respectively. Otherwise, it's a good time to work behind the scenes, research, develop plans, and consider strategies. Cancer. Cancer symbol transits today support creative, rewarding relating, dear Cancer. Your sense of harmony and balance is powerful. Also today, Mars moves into your partnership zone for a stay until March 6th. You've been focusing on the details of your life, sometimes to excess, and in this new cycle, you're more active socially or in a partnership. The weeks ahead can be lively for a partnership or collaboration, but can also be a competitive period when you gravitate to others but often get in one another's way. Problems that haven't been addressed directly in your relationships in the past may now surface for your attention. Indeed, there can be heavier demands on you from other people. However, it's a time for really getting somewhere in your close relationships. It's a time for correcting injustices and clearing the air. Leo. Mars heads into your work and health sector today, dear Leo, and this transit can rev you up. You have more energy to pursue your chores, work, routines, and health pursuits until March 6. Mars brings dynamic energy to your life in your daily affairs, and life becomes a little more hectic. This transit can also arouse impatience at times, and this means you're better off setting your own pace when possible, or you may come into conflict with co-workers or become frustrated with your own programs and methods during tense periods. Otherwise, it can benefit you greatly to be more detail-oriented, structured, and disciplined. You are more industrious, have increased energy for applying to your work or daily routines, and can feel quite motivated to pick up or step up a health and wellness program. Performance is more important to you during this cycle, but it's also vital to balance this drive with awareness of your limitations and need for rest. Today is good for problem solving and bringing more beauty and balance to your routines. Virgo. Today is powerful for communicating and sharing creatively, dear Virgo. Your ideas are inventive. Mars moves into your sector of play, entertainment, romance, and creativity today and will stick around here until March 6. It brings a competitive spirit to your creative projects, relationships, and leisure time. You are more enthusiastic and confident about your goals. However, you could find tedious or routine work that much harder to do. You are ready to take some personal risks in your social life but could be a little impatient with others who may not be moving at the same speed as you. It's a supportive, helpful transit. Generally speaking, it means you are freer to move about and pursue your desires without too much in the way of interference or resistance. The major difficulty associated with this position involves looking too hard for, or being too dependent on, validation from others. If you keep this under control, you'll be in a better position to experience its benefits. You are more courageous with your creativity, and also when it comes to love and affection. You put more energy into pleasure, play, and pastimes. Libra. Mars moves into your home and family sector today, dear Libra, where it will transit until March 6. As a result, you'll be bringing more energy and initiative to home-related projects or family activities. This transit enlivens your personal or home life in the weeks ahead. It can be a self-protective time, but also a period in which you may be defending or especially active caring for loved ones. There could be renovations, increased activities in and around the home or with family, or a greater need to express yourself or take the lead in your personal life. This is not the ideal position for Mars, as you may feel blocked or limited when it comes to going after your desires or asserting yourself directly at times during this cycle. However, it can be a good time for taking charge of your domestic world. Today, good energy is with you for problem solving with business, financial, and practical affairs. Scorpio. Mars begins its transit of your solar third house today, dear Scorpio, and will continue to influence this area of your chart until March 6. This transit ups the energy and activity surrounding communications, transportation, siblings, your neighborhood, and learning. You are more spontaneous when speaking your mind and communicating in general. You could be incredibly motivated to learn, explore your mental interests, and make connections. For best results, watch for impatience with manual and mechanical tasks or pushing your ideas too hard during this cycle. With Venus retrograde until the 29th, it may be particularly important to watch for coming across too brusquely. Otherwise, it's a busy time for communicating, connecting, and commuting. Lively exchanges are likely. Today is good for cooperative efforts, especially where it concerns communications. Sagittarius. Mars heads out of your sign and into your resources sector today, dear Sagittarius. This move can reduce the tension to push yourself, although it does redirect some of your energies to pursuing emotional security and building projects and finances. Until March 6th, you could be motivated to make more money or seek more control over your belongings. You could also focus on developing your skills and talents. Competitive feelings may be behind some of this drive to better your position. Today, however, cooperation brings the most rewards. You may be privy to information that others don't know about, and this gives you an ace up your sleeve. Capricorn. Today's transits are strong for cooperation, working through tricky areas, and the balance of power, dear Capricorn. After several weeks of sweeping through your privacy sector and stirring up all sorts of buried matter, Mars moves into your sign today. This transit, lasting until March 6th, stimulates your more dynamic side. You are more direct, passionate, desirous, and excitable. As long as you focus your energy, you can accomplish far more than usual. One of the reasons you can be more effective now is that you are much clearer about what you want. Confidence builds upon self-control and direction. It's a good time to remind yourself to act rather than react. Aquarius. Mars moves into your solar 12th house today, dear Aquarius, for a stay until March 6th. This transit encourages you to resolve long-standing problems. You'll feel especially compelled to wrap certain matters up. It's a more private, reflective time for you. It's a great period for reassessing the viability of recent projects and endeavors, and for coming up with plans about future initiatives as well. For now, you're looking behind you in order to eventually discover where you're headed. There can be a lot of activity behind the scenes or in your private life now, as well as some hesitancy about taking direct or straightforward action in other areas of life. Today is good for considering goals and devising strategies. Pisces. Good energy is with you today for creative problem solving, dear Pisces. You are better able to help people understand your point of view today. You also seem to be able to arrive at mutually beneficial agreements. Also today, Mars enters your solar 11th house for a stay until March 6th. It's a pleasing transit that subtly lifts your spirits and possibly even lifts some obstacles for reaching your goals. There could be the need to network, work with a team, or collaborate during this period. You are especially good at structuring and organizing projects and groups. Involvement with friends can be energizing and dynamic. In the weeks ahead, you'll be putting more energy and effort into your social life or in fulfilling happiness goals. This transit is supportive on an energetic level. Motivation levels are strong but balanced.